I have about an hour and I want to get everything ready so the grader who's coming can start to work. Okay, I'm headed down to get started.
Yay!
See you in a little.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is clearing a path for a somewhat circuitous ditch to get a water line out of the way of the rest of our grading. It involves taking the awning off the camper, which has been destroyed by storms. If we end up moving back into the camper, I'm actually going to build a solid awning. I have the materials for it. And if we don't end up moving back into the camper before we move into our house, I'll have to put a new awning on the camper before I sell it. In the process, I was rushing and I hit myself in the head. Bam! Not once, but twice. Bam! Makes me feel like an idiot. I need to dig a hole by hand here pretty fast, but my favorite and fastest digging tool is broken. I've been stringing out this old rotten handle for a couple years. I fixed it just twice. It takes about 5 minutes. Okay, so what we're doing today with, I guess, the track hoe is trenching a line right here. There's a current water line that runs from right here, right under the camper. But this water line is in the way. I've got the end of it dug up here, and I know where it runs down there. It basically runs straight that way. But we're gonna be pushing a bunch of dirt through here. We're gonna cut this line. We'll have a flood. So what we're doing is getting that water line completely out of the way. We're gonna put it here, but I have to dig it up by hand here, otherwise we may bust it. So it runs like here, so it should be about right in here. I haven't found it yet. I don't know where it is. It should be right here. It's either deeper or it turned. That's the challenge of finding stuff you don't know where it is. You just don't know where it is. But good news, I hear that machine rolling. He'll be up here in a minute. That's a big machine to have in my apple orchard, but I trust him to not touch those trees. And the apple root system's pretty small, so that he shouldn't be cutting many roots. He's threading it in there. It's amazing.
Can we make a swimming pool out of that?
Can we make a what?
Can he dig a hole for a swimming pool and we can put the tarp inside of it?
No, we're not building a swimming pool today.
Hey Dad, I'm beside the hay boat. Hey Steve.
Hey, what you doing in here? You hanging out with those babies?
Yeah.
How are they doing? What?
He's trying to nibble on my shoulder, off my jacket.
That's funny. Look at him. He's a cutie, huh?
Yeah.
He's nibbling on you. You said you want to keep it?
Yeah, and Mom said she wants to get rid of them because their milk is not very good. And I think that since this one is Nubian, it would have good milk, or half Nubian.
Did they knock the playground down?
Yeah.
And you're fixing it now? You going to see the baby goats?
Yeah.
All right, have fun. Hey, buddy, we need that hose over here. I'll show you. We gotta water the onions here. Okay, this stretch is done. It's a little over 2 feet deep. It runs right between the apple trees. And I don't see a lot of apple roots. There's a couple little tiny ones. And he's got these perfect piles right between the trees. So not a single tree has been compromised, you know, within 3 feet of the tree or 4 feet of the tree. If I tried to do that, I would kill every single one. This next part, I don't know how he's gonna do it. He's gonna put that ditch between this barn and this camper. And I totally trust him to do this, but I'm not quite sure how he's gonna reach it. We're getting everything cleared out of this shed now so we can move it. Kids are helping. Thank you, kids. I don't know if I could do it without you. I better not forget to move this kerosene bucket from yesterday.
Why am I making it so crooked?
This blade's, I could probably cut some nails with this blade. He's ready to do this, so we need to just finish this real quick. I decided to not go to the store. I decided to put on some diagonal braces inside. Throw them in the door as you have them cut, guys.
What are they for?
We're just stabilizing this some. I don't know if this is enough. We may just have a big bonfire. I hope it doesn't come to that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more diagonal braces. I think it'll hold. So here's the setup for pulling this. Alright guys, stay clear. You like that ditch?
I found this much clay.
You found a lot of clay? What are you gonna build?
A fox.
I'll show you this ditch. It runs right through here. And it runs right to the other end of where I need to connect this water line. Right here. That's no problem. It's doing really good. I think this shed did really good actually. He's done moving it for now while he's gonna set it down. It may have shifted a little. This basically, here's the damage there, and there's one more siding board busted on the back. Honestly, I'm happy with it. It didn't bust to pieces. 8:30, an hour and a half he's been digging. Whew, that's fast. Okay, faster than I thought. I thought that would take a couple hours. So I'm actually kind of behind schedule. He's gonna dig up here next, cutting a slot for a root cellar. So I need to clear this stuff out of the way. I want to try to put these stairs into this little retaining wall we're building. So he's going to try to pull them out of there. Okay, got to take kids up the hill. One of them has an online class in a minute. Bree, how's it going?
Bringing wholesome family content to YouTube.
Bree jumped in to edit this morning because I was busy on the hill early. I took the kids down, so she's had some quiet time to edit. I edit how many of her videos? 95% of them for the past many months, but she's jumped in and done a couple, 2 I think, in the past 6 months.
Not many. I don't love to edit, but I will.
He's tearing it up down there. It's beautiful.
I can't wait to go see it. I'm gonna I probably won't be down there till this afternoon. I've got to do school I've got a lot of cleaning things to do, but I'm determined to get outside today.
He's made so much progress so fast. Like, he blasted through stuff. I thought it was going to take 4 hours, and it's like all that
Yeah, that's
stuff.
what happens when you have a big backhoe.
I know, but even he said it'll take a couple hours to dig that ditch, and he was done in like an hour. Brighton's taking a turn in this excavator. Was that fun? Did you turn that whole thing?
I turned it all the way.
You know what? He said that machine weighs 17,000 pounds.
Not very much, a gazillion.
He says that's not very much. Yeah, not very much, whatever. It's 5 of my pickup trucks, 5 of my trucks. While we're doing this grading, I'm actually cutting a spot for a root cellar because there's no reason to not cut it now. And if I cut it later, I'll be going in, running over our French drain with a 17,000 pound machine. If we can get the rock out, we're gonna put the root cellar right here so it's close to the back door. If you can't get the rock out, we'll have to put it right over there. And you can see, like, if we did this later and didn't do this with this dig, this is what our yard would look like 12 months from now, instead of being grass. So we're about to work on this spot he wasn't able to dig. There's a pretty good amount of dirt here to move.
I can dip.
You guys gonna help me dig? I'm gonna get on that lower side right down there where you are, Wilder. What I suggest is you work at a pace you can keep going for at least an hour. What that means is
More than an hour.
you don't work as hard as you can, you just work steady. So you find a pace. See, this is
More than an hour.
this is about my pace. Hey bud, he got that big rock out. Oh, it's a huge rock. Nice job. All right, that makes me happy because now that root cellar it'll be right by the back door. He's doing such an awesome job on this. I couldn't imagine it going better. That looks great. I thought that rock wasn't small, but it was. You like that?
Climb up.
Climb up there. He's got a huge amount of that digging done, and we're going up to do naps and lunch. He's gonna work for another hour maybe.
Yeah.
We're back from lunch. That is a big rock. More big rocks. And it's looking awesome. It's like he grabbed the, what is that? That's the telephone.
Look, you know I just keep wanting to.
That's not a big deal because no one uses the telephone and the cable's higher and the electric's way higher. What'd you say?
Da, 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 I'm walking through. What we day? Ah!
It's a pretty big hole, huh? I'm actually using my phone to measure how much water line I need. It's surprisingly accurate. I don't know if you've ever toyed with this. And easier to use than running a tape through here. 109 feet. I need 150 feet. It only comes in 100, 300 rolls. You can sometimes get 200 foot. Maybe I can get a 200 foot roll. Our potatoes for the garden showed up. Bree said, put them in the barn. Then she thought about it and said, bring them up to the rental house so we can cut them and let them dry. I'm actually not sure of the variety. She picked these out. She said, I'm buying potatoes that we eat. That's the kind of potatoes we're getting. So my guess is they're like big baking potatoes. All right, next we're gonna dig down here. We gotta dig out to this hose. There's a water line that runs onto the neighbor's property. They share this water line. So I have to basically connect into that line and put a new hose spigot here or reconnect to that one. So I need to dig up the base and finish this ditch out all the way to there. But if we're gonna get anything done, we've got to get it done fast because here's trouble for a digging man. It's gonna rain. right, that's about a wrap for now. It's starting to rain. It's gonna get sloppy in here. It looks like it's gonna rain quite a bit. Ran into a little problem in this ditch. Okay, we got a lot of dirt moved and we got dug out to where I thought we were gonna have to dig to, but look at this. What I was expecting here was to see at the bottom of this hose spigot is a T, and one line runs up the hill to the upper end of this ditch, way up there where we've been earlier. The other end runs to my neighbor's house. That's not what I found. This is a dead end line right here, just to this hose, which means I have to dig more. So I have to dig that way until I find my neighbor's line. Can't do it with an excavator because we'll just bust that line. We could. If I had all the materials here, we could just bust the line and then put the new line in place. But I would prefer to not be fixing it in an emergency. I'd rather fix it just calmly with plenty of room dug out around it. So we're not done digging, and I can't just buy my pipe, throw it in here, make all my connections. It's a little more complicated, but that's okay. That's the nature of this job. We're just gonna solve problems as we go. I'm just getting everything locked down for the rain. Gotta get this truck, get that window rolled up. Some of you may wonder why I had a ditch dug with a machine like that and not a ditch witch. It's like, hey, why would you make such a big mess in your yard? I'll give you the answer. That's the answer right here. It's not insanely rocky, but there are a lot of rocks. And if you meet a rock like that with a ditch witch, you're gonna go around it, and a rock like that, and a rock like that, a rock like that, that. It's just faster, honestly, to blast through this. Do it to Mama. Yeah, you can do it.
Is she here right now?
Go ahead.
Okay. Which one's pink and which one's blue?
Pink, blue.
Nope.
Oh, they're both pink and blue. All right, Bree's been out. She's coming back. I'm taking the kids down to do chores. It didn't rain. Great. It just sprinkled a little bit. Hey, welcome home.
What the? Walk on it when it's finished. I don't be a lot bigger than the woods.
Hey, Justice, did you know that's the rock that was in the yard there that y'all played on?
The little one that was this big?
This one right here. So literally just this much of this rock, you can see the plants growing on it. This much of this rock stuck out, and then all of this was buried. You're in the digging part? You are in the digging part. Oh, cuties. They are so adorable. Not only the babies like the toys. Sweetie, you're sweet to go. What a cute girl. So pretty. Just a second. They are so curious about my, look at Sweetie's trying to bite my ears and lick my hat. I've been sweating. I bet that's what you're interested in. You want to lick that salt off my face.
Me and Bob make the beds.
Can you walk across there?
Yeah.
Show me. Your balance is supremely good for a 3-year-old. And your bravery. And you're not even 3 yet.
I'm like a hawk.
You're like a hawk?
Yeah.
Wow, you're like a goat. What's cooking good looking?
Stuffed chicken. And did you bring up that butternut squash?
Nope, I forgot it.
Well, we need that for dinner.
No!
Well, I guess we'll make a salad and do a side of pasta.
Okay.
Let me make the pasta real quick.
Awesome, sounds great. How are you feeling? You're glowing with pregnancy?
I'm so tired. I can't go to bed for the night right now. But I feel good. Like I don't feel nauseous. I don't have a migraine. I don't have body aches. I feel good. Look at that belly.
What in the world?
It's bigger in the evening.
It's crazy. It's
so big.
Crazy huge.
It's huge.
For this early.
For this
There's 2 babies inside of you.
I know. We get to go hear their heartbeats tomorrow.
Yay!
I'm so excited.